Babe Rocket will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, you look at the numbers overall, and they're not good, and guess what he did yesterday? Not good. No hits.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just one win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortunes.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, you better not sleep on it.
Barry Whitney gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Pops this one up. Richard is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. We've played an inning, still nothing. Jim Moore will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get.
Striding into the box, Babe Rocket. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Third inning, no score to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Babe Rocket will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or...
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Brian Liriano digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Now a throw over to first.
He's in there.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Rudy Cortez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
A double play ball to second. 4. Fielded cleanly, and he is in there.
Hey, he's in there.
Barry Whitney will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Flip of his glove for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was not easy right there. Well, he knows he's got to hurry, so he doesn't even bother getting his hand involved. Just flips his thing with the glove, and it works out.
Jim Moore strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. Babe Rocket gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
No strikes.
The 1-0 delivery. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Broadway, and that retires the side. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. On now to the bottom of inning number 7, and we still have no score. Digging in to try it again, Babe Rocket. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Broadway on the move. And he can't get to it as it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double, and the tying run will be in scoring position. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
And that's the beauty of having an open base. You can work that pitch off the plate and try and get him to chase, and it worked out there.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And the throw to first will take care of him as the tying run will be left stranded at second base. This ball game is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Thunder rolls in this one, 1-0. Good night, everybody.
They left an incredible amount of runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Babe Rocket will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, strike one. EK, as we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And this is the final game of the homestand before they hit the road for 7 games.
Buster Oliver will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. A chance now to take a look at how the home team.
Coming off a terrible month at the plate in which he hit less than 200. Hopefully turning the page on the calendar will help snap him out of this slump.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Rocket from shallow right. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Babe Rocket is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, in this at-bat, he did everything right. He got himself into a good hitter's count. That's 2-0. Found a good pitch to hit, and he hit it hard. Just unlucky, I guess. He hit it right at somebody.
Babe Rocket will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are... Buster Oliver will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman.
Jim Moore will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy is really seeing the ball well.
Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. We're through 6. Fernando Cordero out in 2 trips. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw.
Boy, and mistakes like this. I mean, this could be the difference between a win and a loss right here. That's a go-ahead run being thrown out at third. I mean, he's got to be doing that on his own because I can't imagine.
Inning. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. Jorge Ramos will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit hard to the right side. He's got it. The second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, that's always going to be a tough turn out there. This guy runs really well, so no chance to double him up, but they'll settle for getting that lead runner at second.
Babe Rocket will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Broadway moves over. He's got it 1 away. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. All right, tonight's double A. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor. Babe Rocket will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Stepping in, Babe Rocket. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Montalvo on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Joaquin Perez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Grounded to short. To his left, Rocket. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Brian.
Joaquin Perez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. To short, hit hard. Rocket is up with it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. Babe Rocket will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Lifted the other way to left center. Montalvo is in pursuit, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, not a lot of offense to go around for these guys so far. It's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, but at least this one's an extra base hit and goes for a double.
Brian Liriano will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Brandon Waterman will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lined into left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 9.
And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
3 runs.
So that just about does it for EK, Psycho, and the crew. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Babe Rocket will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball one. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to.
Babe Rocket stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
At the plate, Bob Richard. He singled his last time up. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. The 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now a throw over, and the runner back. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors in a man. Brian Kell is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. A.J. Campbell will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Rocket scoops it up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Joaquin Perez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, out. 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, catcher, Brian.
Babe Rocket digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Dunbar is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 5 innings complete. Joaquin Perez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter, catcher.
Babe Rocket digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. This man out for a 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
All right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Flipped out the other way towards short. And he's retired here, 1 away. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he winds up with 3 hits, a triple, a double, and a single. Very close to the cycle, and they just could not keep him off base.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Binghamton comes out on top here, 7-2. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
All right, tonight's double. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the... Babe Rocket gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Murray Pinto will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Gonna be a tough play. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Babe Rocket walks into the box. Reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Chopped weakly to the left. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Nope.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2.
Out.
To second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity. Babe Rocket stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We played 4 full. The Fisher Cats lead it. Matt Schaefer will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Up the middle and off his leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him. Babe Rocket steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw.
He's in there.
And he is in there. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Bob Richard will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Full count. 3-2.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Brian Liriano strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. In now, Peter Hudson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. 8th inning coming up. Teddy Collins will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded to short. Rocket ranges to his right. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
At the plate, Babe Rocket will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Now on the mound, this is one of those at-bats where you have to get this guy to give your team any chance. You have to. Base hit here, it's all over.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 1-2. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Gomez on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's a top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. They win it 3-1. Good night, everybody.
And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Babe Rocket will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Dubé scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. With a moment now, here's a look at the defense we'll see from Reading. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know? Enrique Leon strides forward with the bases juiced now, and a big hit here could really put this one out of reach early on.
Hey, and you ever heard the term smell blood? That means you have to be like a shark and attack when the other guy's bleeding. It's a great chance for them.
1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead. And he is in there. Stuart Lieber will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6. And he's safe. So it appears he's going to lead. Stepping in, Babe Rocket. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Backhanded.
Got him.
Throw in time and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On to the top of inning number 5. Steve Uribe gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Softly hit to short. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Teddy Collins digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Hit out towards second, and it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead. Babe Rocket will the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Count is 1 and 2.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's one thing.
Babe Rocket will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. And they've had these guys.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Teddy Collins comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to short. Rocket is right there. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Right fielder.
Babe Rocket struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Two and one.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Uribe is in pursuit, and the inning is over. So a good effort here as 5 runs cross the plate, but that'll still leave him well behind. We've played 8 full. Redding is out in front here, 17-7. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was in.